welcome to Director's Point of View from Balletmet. I'm your host, Brett Johnson. In each podcast episode, we talk with Balletmet's artistic director, Edwaard Liang, about the upcoming Balletmet performance. This time, Edward gives us his director's point of view about the world and Columbus premieres in the triple bill Art in Motion. Here we go. Coming up next for Balletmet is the triple bill Art in Motion, March 17th through the 25th at the Capitol Theater. With me, as always, is Edward Liang. It's always fun to talk to you about what's coming up next for Balletmet.
This program is just out of this world. I'm so excited to present it to Columbus. It is a triple bill, which means it's 3 different ballets from 3 different choreographers. First up is a company premiere, but it's pretty amazing that Balletmet and Columbus is going to be able to see this ballet. The ballet is called Fool's Paradise by Christopher Wheeldon. He won last year a Tony Award for his American in Paris. This will be the second work that we've done of his. And we're the second company in the United States to get to perform this ballet, besides Joffrey. The other 2 companies are the Paris Opera and then also Vienna State Opera. So we're in very, very good company.
How does that happen? I mean, what is the process that you're among the elite to have this?
You contact the choreographer and you send them different videos of how the company dances and what type of rep we do, and you start negotiating with his or her agent. And luckily, he's one of my best friends, so that was easier communication. But at the same time, this is still business, and this is still, he needs to make sure that he allows companies that will do his work well and represent him well, especially when every company all over the world would like to do his work. So this piece is fantastic. It has music by Joby Talbert, who is just a rock star these days in new composition. He did the soundtrack for Sing, that movie that is out recently. He's composed new operas. I mean, he's the up-and-coming composer. And it's just absolutely beautiful music with costumes that are designed by Narciso Rodriguez, who, again, is a huge superstar in the fashion world. And the second ballet is Gustavo Ramirez Sansano. And 18+1 was such a crowd hit when I first came to Columbus, and I programmed a triple bill, including 18+1. 18+1 is to cha-cha and mambo music. And what I can say is that it's just a huge party on stage. At the same time, I don't think that people realize how pyrotechnic it is and how difficult this choreography and to be able to do this fast-paced, really, I would say, contemporary, out-of-the-box thinking and movement style. And it wowed Columbus the first time, and I think it's going to do the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like a nice mixture with Fool's Paradise as well, then.
Oh, it's a great sort of juxtaposition. What we close with is a world premiere by me, and it's new composition by Gabriel Gaffney-Smith, who's a dancer with Balletmet. And, I call him our Renaissance man. He does it all. He's an artist. He's a composer. He's a dancer. Who knows what else he does? It's pretty amazing. But this is our second collaboration for new composition. Last year we did Dancing in the Street, and the ballet was here with Balletmet. It was the ballet to David Bowie and his composition as well. And it went to the Kennedy Center. So this is our second opportunity to collaborate with each other. And because of the generous support of the Performing Arts Prize and the Columbus Foundation Performing Arts Prize, we were able to do a ballet that I've always wanted to do. We were looking at how we can make the stage rain. And so it's going to be raining on stage. The audience, they don't need to worry. There's no splash guards. And if they are, I think it'll be very little, but it'll be fun. But it was great I've been choreographing now for 2 weeks. This is the second week. Last week was the first week that I started. And it's been really fun to have. We experimented. We rented one of these little pipes that have the ability to have mist or rain, and we did one. And we were experimenting in the studio, and it was just really fun. I
thought I saw some piping flowing through the halls. Okay.
So I posted just this quick video on Instagram of just first day of school. I tagged it first day of school because, it was, the first day of rehearsal, trying something that I've never tried before. And I had almost 2,700 hits on my Instagram, just that video, within, I would say, 2 days. And I'm not usually that popular on Instagram. So
it's all about content.
But, I'm very excited because this whole program is extremely eclectic, and that's what I love. These types of triple bills, I think that they're very unknown to the non-dance Balletmet aficionados, but it's the best kept secret for programming for Columbus or any city, is that you get a huge range of perspectives, 3 different choreographers, and 2, Gustavo and Christopher Wheeldon. You have to travel to the coast to see these ballets. It's such an opportunity, and these are one of the joys of me being able to be artistic director and have the ability to program these amazing works, and give an opportunity for my community to be able to see these stellar world-class superstars of dance and their ballets paired up with our superstars of dance. And it's something that I take great pleasure in being able to offer these types of programs because it's eclectic, it's a full meal. I guarantee people that they will leave the theater just awestruck. And this is what we do, and this is why we do it.
Yeah. That's the fun part of walking away with any performance from Balletmet or the Performing Arts in Columbus, that when you can walk away talking about it over drinks or even the next day, that struck a chord.
Performing arts and just arts in general is something that I really obviously believe I'm very passionate about it. And I always say that, beauty can save the world. It is something that is so close to our base core as human beings. And I always talk about this is if we hear a beat, if we hear some music, we can't help but naturally sway or tap our feet. It's instinctual. It's a part of our DNA. And it is such an incredible way to touch, move, and inspire not only the people that are on stage, the audience, the community. And imagine what happens with a little bit of inspiration and changing someone's mindset, what people can create for that day, for that year, how it might change some interactions with their friends and family, coworkers. And that's why it's, we're so happy to be a part of this community, is that hopefully in our own way we make a difference.
Well, thanks again for your time and your director's point of view.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for listening to Director's Point of View, brought to you by Balletmet. Like what you heard? Be sure to subscribe to the podcast on your favorite podcast player and give us a rating and a comment. We love the feedback. And don't forget to tell your friends about the podcast by sharing it on social media. Of course, the best way to say you like the podcast is to attend an upcoming performance of Balletmet. For more information about upcoming performances and how to buy tickets, check out the podcast show notes.